Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to call to order the regular monthly meeting of the Houston County Board of Education for the month of August 9th. I would ask that everyone would silence their cell phones so as not to disturb our meeting. We will have a moment of silence, after which we will then ask Dave Crockett to lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance. A moment of silence, please. Thank you. Please stand.
Salute the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We have several group visitors with us today, and so at this time, Dr. Scott.
Yes, sir, if you would join me up front.
Yes, sir.
All right, at this time we'd like to recognize our 5 students who attended the Governor's Honors Program this summer, and we're going to start with Perry High School. So I'd ask the representatives from Perry High School to come forward. So Martin, you want to introduce your student?
Good afternoon, and thank you guys for allowing us to be here today. Thank you, Dr. Scott, to our executive cabinet, and our board members for allowing us to be here today. Today I have with me Mr. Owen Pope. Mr. Pope is a very unique young man who was at the Governor's Honor Program under music. He is such a talented young man in the gift of the tuba. Just to name a few things that he's accomplished, he would like to double major in mechanical engineering and music performance. He plays the tuba for Perry High School Band and has received several awards, including the District Honor.
And now we'll recognize Warner Robins High School.
All right, again, thank you all for having us here today with me. I have Nicholas Myrell, who qualified Governor's Honors in Social Studies, and McCoy Whitfield in Music. We had lunch before we came down here today, and they gave us a good explanation of what they did at Berry College and Governor's Honor. Had a great experience. One of the new things that kind of was impactful for me was they had to put their phones away for a week at Berry College and do what we like to say at Warner Robins High School is be where your feet are, and just to hear the impact that it had on them and the people that they got to meet at Governor's Honor was a great honor for me. Anything you guys want to say? You're good? Nicholas's mom's here, so she's insisting that he speak.
Thank you, Mom, for putting me up here. There's not much I have to say, and I didn't really plan on speaking, but I would like to thank not only my nominating teacher, but the friends and people around me that were there, not only at Governor's Honors Program, but the friends I had here that propelled me to be in this moment right now, and my mom taking photos. That's about it. Thank you.
Okay, now Veterans High School.
Good afternoon. Thanks to the board for this opportunity to recognize our students. Thank you to the Executive Cabinet for your continued support of our students and these programs. I'd like to also thank Ms. Thomas. Yes, I didn't see you. Ms. Thomas is the Director of Gifted and AP, and she supports the facilitation of this program. This program has brought a lot of value to our school. We've had kids participate for a number of years, and when it went away in COVID, we saw what a gap it was. I'd like to recognize a couple of people who worked with us. Ms. Brock is our Assistant Principal for Instruction, and she works to facilitate that. And then Dr. Ike Thompson is our school level GHP coordinator. And I'm going to have him to introduce our students because he's probably the biggest cheerleader of this program in the whole county.
Thank you. As you said, I'm a big cheerleader of the program because I had the opportunity and the privilege to go and teach for the Communicative Arts program for GHP for about 4 years. And if I've said this once, I've said it 100 times. My intention was to go that first year, make a little bit of summer money, and then get out of there. And I ate it up just like the kids. Like they talk about it being this life-changing experience, and I'm telling you, it impacted me alike as it impacts those kids. And so I had to continue to go back, and in that fourth year when they moved it from Valdosta to the Berry College, I had to go live with the deer. And so I had to go one more year. But I think I can speak on behalf of, I know myself, and really probably on behalf of all of the kids that attended this summer when I say congratulations to all of you on, I know, what was one of the best summers of your life, right? We had 2 kiddos go. We have Gina Cutlip, who went in the area of science, and I taught Gina last year, and if I'm ranking probably my top 5 things that I missed about that group from last year, it is absolutely Gina's approach and just simply her smile and her saying, "Hey, Dr. Thompson," every time she walked into the room, without a shadow of a doubt. She just makes people happier, and she just makes people better around her. And so it was just an awesome privilege to be kind of a part of this journey with you. And then Sophie Perez, she kind of gave VHS another feather in the cap this year because she was our first world languages student. And that's pretty significant because they accepted, I think, 17 in the area of French. And so we're just super proud of her. And she's currently an AP Lang student with me. And she's one of those kids that, you know, those people over the last couple of years, when you would meet them for the first time and you'd see them wearing a mask, you wondered what everything was behind there. You knew what was behind there. You knew there was a smile radiating through it and so forth. And so she's another just grateful presence for me. And so I said, if I said this once, I've said it 100 times, but it doesn't mean it's any less true. I think I speak on behalf of myself, VHS, and really the entire district. We just appreciate getting to be a small part of what are going to be awesome lives. Congratulations.
At this time, I'm going to ask Ms. Meredith Potter, Director of School Nutrition, to come forward with her guests and tell us about their awards.
Good afternoon, y'all. Thank y'all for having us and allowing us to participate in this moment of celebration. We have 2 special employees with us today. I want to start by introducing Mr. Robert Johnson. He is a food assistant at Morningside Elementary School, and he was recently awarded with the Georgia School Nutrition Employee of the Year Award. And what we think makes Robert so special is that he's only been with us for about 2 years. And we think that Robert has just found his home here at School Nutrition. He spent many years serving in the Army National Guard, and the Air National Guard. So we think he's prepared to handle kids in school. We hired Robert in January of 2020, just 2 short months before COVID hit. And Robert was one of the first employees to volunteer to help serve. And so I got the privilege of serving beside Robert at Tucker Elementary, and it became clear that he was right where he needed to be. And I'm just excited to see the opportunities that are coming for Robert. He has been hired into our assistant manager program, where he will become a manager one day in our schools, and we're just proud of Robert and all that he brings to the system. So congratulations, Robert. Next, I'd like to mention just an institution in school nutrition. If you don't know Josie, or Josephine, is formal name. This is Josie Durham, and she has worked with us for 34 years. And Josie recently received the Beyond the Plate Award, which is a statewide award given at our annual conference. And I wanted to read to you what the award celebrates. It says that the award seeks to celebrate an individual who embodies care and compassion for others, who serves as a role model for students, and who actively works to make their community stronger. If anyone knows Josie, you know that she is the epitome of what this award stands for. In our county, she's not only a school nutrition manager for Huntington, she's also a summer feeding manager and a catering manager. Summer feeding is not for the faint of heart. It is hot and complicated, but Josie says it's worth it to feed her kids. Josie was also one of our managers at our COVID feeding sites, and we would serve on some days triple the number of meals at Huntington. And we could not figure out why, so we worked right beside Josie. She knew every kid's name, she knew what they were involved in, and it was clear they were coming through the line, not just for food, but to see Josie. And so students aren't the only ones that love Josie. Her employees love her. She has one of the lowest turnover rates in the county. People respect Josie, and if you work beside Josie, you're bound to learn something that'll make you better. So Josie, we're so proud of you, and congratulations.
Now, a really fun part of today's meeting is to recognize our lunchroom managers, and those lunchrooms every year receive 2 health inspections, and we're very proud of the fact that 70 of the 72 health inspections were 100%. And as someone who sits on the Board of Health and sees a lot of different health scores, it always makes me proud to know that our school district has so many schools that has outstanding service, and we'd like to recognize those schools that have at least 10 years of receiving perfect scores. Now, that's an accomplishment in and of itself. So managers, as I call your name, please come forward and let us recognize you. First of all, we're going to start with our 10 years of perfect health scores, and we'll begin with Perry High School, Jennifer Howard. Also with 10 years, Russell Elementary, Jay Weatherford. Now, the next for 11 years, Eagle Springs Elementary School, Sharon Dees. Northside High, Morgan Hamill. Northside Middle and Lindsay Elementary, Pat Rice. Pearl Stevens Elementary, Pam Ross. Warner Robins High, James Bryant. All right, now for 12 years, Fagan Mill Middle, Rose Reamers. Mossy Creek Middle, Shayla McGee. Veterans High, Glory Jean Williams. Y'all know Wanda will do anything to get recognized, right? All right, next for 14 years, Parkwood Elementary, Mary Land. Now, 15 years. High, Maria Willis. Perry Middle, Janie Mayo. And Shirley Hills Elementary, Tricia Nicolosa. Now, for 16 years of perfect health scores, Huntington Middle, Josie Durham. Quail Run Elementary, Amy Twigg. For 17 years, Lake Joy Elementary, Lois Winchester. Warner Robins Middle, Brandy Smith. Now for 19 years of perfect health scores, Miller Elementary, Stephen Askew. Morningside Elementary, Donna Stewart. Purdue Primary, Brittany Williams. Tucker Elementary, Brandon Crosby. Miss Wanda told me she's taking credit for that one because she said she opened that school and she was there for 6 years. So that's all we have for today. Congratulations, great job.
That is just great. That's just outstanding. That's everything that I dreamed of when I was a youngster growing up. For all of you school nutrition people, for those who don't know, my desire was to be a cook. And I didn't get into that field, but I still do it a little bit today. Not as much as I used to, but I still do it a little bit today, cooking. And with me retiring from the board as a board member, I don't think I'm going to have a second career as a cook. So. But thank you all for inspiring me. You all just make it happen for all students in our school district. So thank you all, and thanks to everyone. Thank you again. God bless you. All right, we'll continue on with our meeting with our agenda. Our agenda, we can get adoption of the agenda. Ms. Hughes.
Yes, I move to adopt the agenda as presented.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we adopt the agenda as presented. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Minutes from our previous meeting, Ms. Hughes.
Yes, I also move to approve our minutes from our previous meetings.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the minutes from our previous meeting. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Our board member comments. Any board member have any comments for today? If not, I'd like to make a couple of comments. One is, first of all, I want to thank all the administrators and teachers and everyone else who had a part in our summer school graduation, bringing our students to the point of graduating. And I had a chance to attend to Warner Robins High and Northside High. And it was truly an inspiration to see those students come across that stage and receive their diploma. It just shows that no one should ever give up on a student, and the students themselves don't give up, because they are prime examples of those who keep pushing forward. And thank you again for all the teachers and students, teachers and administrators and everyone who had a part in bringing those students across that stage. And then opening day visits, I got a chance to visit the schools, and I just simply want to say every school we visited, they were on track, everything was going great, and all of them look like Houston County School District. So thank you all very much for a great opening day. Thank you. Dr. Scott, Superintendent Report.
Yeah, I do want to start my report by just saying congratulations and thank you to all of our school nutrition managers and all of our school nutrition employees. And you know what we've been through the last couple of years, and you know, the academic data really says that our students are better off because of the things that we did, and you were a huge part of that.
Yes.
So thank you for continuing that work, and thank you for what you do each and every day. Also, on every year at the first day of pre-planning, we have the opening session, and this year was no different. On July the 25th, we welcomed back all of our teachers and certified staff, and we celebrated the successes of last year and talked about the goals for the coming year, and recognized our 2022-23 Teacher of the Year, Bridget Hunt from Thompson Middle School, and recognized our System Employees of the Year, and just a day of celebration and really a pep rally to get started for the new school year. And we're just so grateful for all the businesses and sponsors that we have out there that can, on a continual basis, support that event. And no taxpayer dollars and no system funds are used to, it's all from gifts from the community. And we certainly look forward to welcoming our premium level sponsors later in the year as we recognize them at a future board meeting. Mr. Wilson mentioned the first day of school, and I want to commend our maintenance staff and our facility staff and our transportation and all the moving parts. I often say that there's two types of employees we have, teachers and those who support teachers, and most of us in the room today are people who support teachers and make what happens in our schools happen. And we went and visited 7 schools, I think, on that first day with board members, and the facilities were spotless.
Yes.
You know, so the custodial staff over the summer did an outstanding job. I know we had some construction going on at several schools where we were renovating, and we learned some things about large school renovations over the summer, but I know that even our school nutrition staff had to chip in and help us in some of those situations. We had teachers and employees in those buildings that just chipped in and were doing whatever was necessary to get ready for the kids to come back on August the 1st. So thank you to all of those people, and we're just looking forward to a great school year. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Scott. Thank you. On last evening at our work session, we had a chance to review the department reports. Any comments or questions, board members from any department reports? If not, continuing on, we'll move into old business. We have several policies there that have laid on the table that for review. And so at this time, we need to take some action on the new policies. New policy IKBB. Dave.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve new policy IKBB as presented.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve new policy IKBB, which deals with the divisive concept, complaint, resource process. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. The next one will be new policy IKBC. Lori.
Yes, sir. I'd like to make a motion that we approve as presented the new policy IKBC, which is created based on Senate Bill 226.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve new policy IKBC as presented. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. New policy JRB. Rick.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve new policy JRB, which is based on House Bill 1178.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve new policy JRB as presented. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Moving on to new business, policy ECH revision. Brian.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve as presented the revision of policy ECH.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve policy revision for policy ECH that deals with business vehicle use. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Our financial report that was presented to us on last evening at our work session. This is the June 2022 financial policy. It is for information only at this time, so no action is required in order for this report. Our next item is the purchasing report. Ms. Hughes.
Yes, I move that we approve the purchasing report for August 2022 with a financial impact of $2,182,382.56.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the purchasing report for the month of August 2022 in the amount as stated. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Volunteer student laptop insurance. Lori.
Yes, sir, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the volunteer student laptop insurance, which will be offered to students. No financial impact to the system and a financial impact of $12 to students.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the volunteer student laptop insurance as presented for school year 2022-2023 in the amount of $12 as stated. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Our personnel report. Brian.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve the August 2022 personnel reports as presented.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the personnel report for August 2022. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. The next item will be the FY23 local plan for improving CTAE education program. Dave.
Mr. Chairman, I move we approve the fiscal year 2023 local plan for CTEAE programs.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the FY23 local program for CTAE education. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. Those are all the items that we have on the agenda that requires action. There was no one to address the board at this time, and we don't have any executive session items. So at this time, we'll need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we adjourn. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you. We are adjourned, and thank you to everyone for attending, and thank you to